The Center for African Liberation and Socio-Economic Rights, CALSA, has frowned at the United Nations and other international organizations for being relatively mute on the increase of terror activities in Africa. Speaking at a press conference in Abuja, the convener, Princess Ajibola, revealed that the UN's failure to interrogate what is unfolding in the northeast of Nigeria and adjoining territories of Niger, Cameroon, and Chad has encouraged nations backing Boko Haram to grow bold.
These rights groups have, however, not paid attention to the series of abuses committed against civilians by known non-state actors like separatists, terrorists, and insurrectionists, who often get no mention in the slew of reports that emanate from established rights groups.
According to the center, the UN is doing little and doing late by not sanctioning countries that promote and watch Boko Haram and ISWAP spread its ideology of senseless killings across Africa.
Ignoring the atrocities committed by such groups have further imperiled local populations because government forces are often wrongly accused for and credited with the human rights abuses, including murder, committed by these groups. They are able to continue killing, knowing that there is no effort to hold them accountable or brought to justice for the crimes they have committed against humanity.
The center decried the worrisome bid by Boko Haram and ISWAP to regain relevance from the tacit support enjoyed from unscrupulous countries and international organizations.
There is also the troubling pattern of rogue nations. Take note, please, rogue nations. Even though they parade impressive democratic credentials, scaling up their tactical policy and material support for criminal groups such that they are able to continue launching attacks against non-combatant population while making attempts at staging spectacular standoffs against established militaries. These countries have a need to retrace their steps and begin to side with common sense and logic while stopping support for terrorists, something that CALSA is committed to achieving, and achieving quickly too for that. These attacks should provoke consequences from other countries that had asserted their commitments to deal terrorism crippling blows. These countries should be driven by the United Nations. We should take the lead in guaranteeing that no set of the Earth's population have to be put through the horrors these terrorists are making Nigerians go through. This failing on the part of the UN to properly interrogate what is unfolding in the northeast of Nigeria and adjoining territories of Niger, Cameroon, and Chad has encouraged the countries backing Boko Haram to grow cold.
It further called on the UN to condemn the activities of terrorists rather than destructive indifference.
The United Nations must create a coalition and an alliance of willing nations that are committed to do what the right-thinking citizens of the earth expected. Such coalition must condemn and take a stand against any nation that fails to sell military hardware to nations that are being tormented by Boko Haram and ISWAP and their sponsors.
From Abuja, Lawrence Audu, TVN News.